We're back in the Afternoon Express kitchen. Now, eggs are not only for breakfast. Our Nolac chicken, mushroom, spinach tortilla, aka omelette, makes for a deliciously light and quick midweek dinner, especially suited for these summery evenings upon us. Now, this low carb takes on the Spanish classic is nothing short of flavor and the creaminess of lactose-free dairy, thanks to Clover Nolac. Now head over to our website, South Africa, if you want the full ingredients and recipe to be making this along with us. Now, Chef Mo, you're going to have to break down to us what exactly are we making. I know I said a whole lot of things, but I can't bring this idea together. It's a tortilla, but it's low carb, so...
Yes, I mean, some people know it as a frittata.
Yes.
So what is the difference? So the Spanish people call it tortilla because typically it's always made with eggs and potatoes. But because we're watching them wastelands, we spent way too much time on these summer boards, girl.
I'm telling you.
Leaving out the carbs.
I'm telling you. Okay, so I've got the eggs down. I've already got 2 eggs in here, South Africa. I'm going to crack another 2.
2 more eggs, and then
that should be enough for you and me, hey?
Yep. To that, you're going to add about half a cup to 1 cup of your Nolac milk. And to make it a bit more creamy and indulgent, because we've left out the potatoes, we're going to add a bit of creaminess to this dish.
Okay.
Which is going to be our Nolac dairy snack. So you're going to just whisk all of that together beautifully. And then I'm getting started on the actual base of this dish. So typically with a Spanish tortilla, you need to like flip it out. Once it's all like cooked at the bottom and you've melted the cheese on top, that also goes in there. You flip it over and then that's how you sort of serve it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. So this is essentially, I love omelets. And you know, in my household, omelets are always the go-to. Yeah. Not only for breakfast, actually. So I'm so glad that I've mentioned that. Yes. I literally can have an omelet at any time of the day. It's just something so easy and filling. You know, the protein coming from those eggs it definitely is undeniable. So what I do, this is essentially an omelet, but just so much quicker and easier.
So much quicker and easier, and it's going to take you less time in the kitchen, especially on those beautiful summery evenings.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to stand behind the stove and be cooking?
Absolutely, and it's a Thursday today, girl. You know the weekend is upon us.
Yes. And
so
it's
I love
December,
this.
Like, hey.
Yeah, it's still my birthday week, so this is essentially something that I'm going to be enjoying with you. Yeah, definitely something festive, light, easy to make, easy to enjoy as well. But also, what I love about it is that it does not skimp out on the flavor, it does not skimp out on the creaminess, thanks to Clover Nolac.
And also, we're adding some mushrooms to this. So mushrooms bring a certain umami flavor. So that's also going to build and build on more of the flavor of this beautiful tortilla. And then we're going to go in with some spinach.
This is ready for you when you...
That's ready for us. So I'm just going to allow our spinach to wilt a little bit. You can add like Swiss chard or any other vegetable that you have in your fridge that's busy dying. Go ahead and add some broccoli. But if you're not going to be like us and not going to use any vegetables, you can do this with just like thinly sliced potatoes. Okay. I think we need to try that at some point.
I love tomatoes. I love potatoes. I love my vegetables and all things that can add added nutrients. So definitely, I'm all for that. Now, Chef Ma, I wanted to find out, we spoke about this lactose-free, plain, low-fat dairy snack. Do I put that in the eggs? Do I put it in our side salad?
So you put that with the eggs and then just give that a nice mix. It's also just going to create a dense sort of situation for our spinach and our mushrooms and onions. And our spinach is wilted now, so we can go in and just add those eggs. I'm going to season it with some salt and pepper. That's basically the only flavor you need in here because you're getting all the flavor from the vegetables.
Yeah.
And you don't want to mess with the creaminess of Nolac.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. And I love the fact that here, it's essentially similar to the Gatsby recipe we just whipped up. Because this is essentially whatever you've got in your fridge, in your pantry as well. You can add that. I love the fact that you're adding some baby spinach because, baby spinach for me is iconic.
I think we are ready for our eggs. I've added in some leftover chicken that we had that was just roasted and then shredded. Add that in. If you don't have chicken, you can do some tuna. That's another great option. Or any other tinned item that you might have, even like chickpeas. So you can just go in. So
and that's just going pour right on in there.
That's going to sizzle, and that's what you want. It needs to sort of cook at the bottom first.
Okay.
And then just move everything around.
Yeah, so that you can evenly distribute the eggs.
Yeah.
Because I did see that when I poured it in, it kind of gravitated to one side of the pan. So I love the fact that you are saying, no, it's okay. We need to make sure it's evenly distributed so it's cooked all the way out evenly.
That's exactly what you want. And then if you're like me, I like to see my ingredients at the top, you know. I just want to see that pop of green color.
Now, Chef Mo, this side salad, we've got some shredded lettuce in here. Delicious, love that. So simple, so easy. This is essentially going to be the quicker side salad, a fresh element to add. I'm gonna zest some
beautiful zest and juice of the lemon, just for a bit of freshness, you know, that zestiness of the lemon.
I love that.
And then you're going to finish that off with a bit of the Nolac moss.
Love that. I'm just
like
doing sign language here for the knife.
So it matches beautifully the creaminess of this dish with the tanginess of a fresh salad. And that's what you should always aim for, is when you have like a cooked meal, try to have a raw element to the meal so it's more balanced.
I like that. I'm going to shake up amasi because we're having it here in a... in a dressing sense. So I kind of don't want it as chunky as I normally would like it.
You want it sort of smooth.
I like it a little smoother. So let me do that.
So what you will notice is that it will start cooking. The tortilla will start cooking at the bottom, and that's what you want. So when you see that at the top, it's almost set, that's when you can add your Parmesan cheese. Now, you might think that why we're adding cheese, because it's supposed to be Nolac or lactose-free, but Parmesan cheese actually has very little lactose in there, so it's perfect for lactose-intolerant people.
This is delicious. I mean, this recipe is just a second away from being done. So South Africa, please do head over to afternoonexpress.co.za to get the recipe. If you've missed any of the steps, watch this space for a quick recap.
Made with love by Clover.
Do you experience symptoms such as bloating, nausea, cramps, and eczema after consuming dairy? You could be lactose intolerant. Be free, lactose-free with the milk, moss, and dairy snack from Nolac.
Made with love by Clover.